Broker IPTV.
Today we're talking with Scott Weber, the new owner of Fuller Sotheby's International Realty here in Denver. And Scott, welcome to the show.
Dan, thanks.
Glad to have you here.
Thanks, good to be here.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
A little bit about myself. Well, I am actually from Utah and was born and raised there. I've lived there most of my life. Actually, a third generation realtor. I was going to be the first Weber to do something different. and actually never worked there in that family business, and started my career in Salt Lake City back in 1976.
Gotcha.
And so, my interest has, certainly always been in the real estate business.
Now, you actually did real estate in Denver for a period of time, is that correct?
That's correct.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, well, actually, back in 1989, to begin with, I was asked by Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage to serve as the president of the Denver company, and so I was, at the time I was actually president of Coldwell Banker in Utah.
Okay.
And so they'd asked me to move here and to manage the Denver market at the same time I was managing Utah. And so I was going to relocate here. And about 6 months into that, before I got relocated, the strategy changed, and the company decided to sell off a lot of the smaller metropolitan markets, including Denver and Salt Lake City.
Okay.
And I returned to Salt Lake City and bought my company back as a Coldwell Banker franchisee.
Oh, okay. But
And then I came back.
yeah.
Ironically, I ended up coming back in 1992, and I bought a company here called Coldwell Banker Professionals, which was owned by Orrin Benton
Okay.
at the time.
Yeah.
And started, putting that back on the map, and merged or bought a company here that everybody's familiar with called Van Schok and Company, and merged that with Coldwell Banker. We became Coldwell Banker Van Schok and Company, and it was a great thrill to lead that company until 1998, when the parent company of Coldwell Banker wanted to own it, and bought our company as well as a few other companies in the marketplace and merged them all together.
So are you sitting in your living room in Salt Lake at one point, about a year ago, saying, geez, I might want to buy a brokerage firm in Denver?
It goes back further than that, to tell you the truth, Dan. I actually started thinking about this probably 3 or 4 years ago. And, I've been good friends with Greg Morris at Fuller and Company Commercial, and every time I've come to Denver, which has been, once or twice a year, I'd always catch up with Greg and on the company, and I've followed the progress of Fuller Town and Country Properties very, very closely, and have had a keen interest in the organization.
Why Sotheby's?
Oh, why Sotheby's? That's a good question. For someone like me who's been in the business, seems like forever, and done about everything there is to do in the business, and having been out of the business for about 5 years, since 2002, I had a desire about 3 years ago to return to the business. I really missed it, decided I just wanted to get back in. And when I learned that Sotheby's International Realty had ventured off into this expansion program and were licensing this really unique brand to certain markets and certain people, I was very interested, because the luxury real estate orientation, the high-end orientation, the intrigue and the history and the value of the Sotheby's brand was just really energizing for me. It was something completely new. And today, I got to tell you what, I feel like a brand new agent, like I'm a brand new first timer just getting started in the business. It's so much fun and so different and so unique and so exciting.
We're going to talk more about that. Scott, thanks so much for being with us.
Yeah, my pleasure, Dan. Thank you.
Find more real estate videos at brokeriptv.com.